thought I'd give everyone a look at the internals of this Hydrogear Transaxle. Hydrogear made in Sullivan, Illinois. Model is 150071. Made in the USA. It's pretty cool Transaxle. I don't see a lot of it shown on YouTube. So this is the bottom, because you have to flip it on its top to pull the cover off, or else things will fall out. It's held in place by, I would say, maybe 20 of these torque screws. They are E8 Torx bits, and they're pretty easy to identify, all the little holes you see around. So the reason this is taken apart is because there's a problem with it. The axle doesn't spin when the pulley is being turned. So I'm going this direction and it's spinning the other side, since it's an open diff thing. Okay. Here's what the bottom cover looks like. And here it is. Normally when people want to lock this, they weld in here. Right now it's an open diff. Pretty cool seeing how it spins. This looks like an oil filter. There's a little filter element in here, and it just caps on. Since this is the bottom, I'm assuming the diff fluid filters through this and goes through this, maybe almost like a sump pump type of thing. This whole thing is held in by these 3 14mm bolts, flange bolts. It's interesting that's a 14mm, even though this is a USA made product, so you would think it's a SAE. There are 2 pins that go on here, and they compress this with this piece, and this is the brake, I believe. So these pins are here. This shifts into different gearing, and when I move it, you can see something moving on there. Not quite sure how this product works. Put a little light there, and hopefully you can see what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna take these because they're held on pretty tight. I don't know what the torque spec is, but I would say it is at least north of 100 foot-pounds. I try to take this off with my Milwaukee impact gun here that I normally use to take off lug nuts, which are around 90 to 100, and I couldn't use that, so I had to use this much more powerful one, and that did the trick. And the way it works is that once this thing spins, you can see the gear turn. But the problem is that, I'm trying to do this with one hand. This is the pulley that is used. And even as I am spinning it, nothing turns. So something is wrong with it. not sure what it is. I know there's a locking and unlocking pin on the bottom or on the top. I'll put the cover back and show you what that looks like. So here's the top, this is the back, and this is the front, and here's the pulley. Now if I spin the pulley, the axle should be moving, but it's not. And this is supposed to be something that lets it spin freely when you want to just move it and push it. But whether I push up or down, it doesn't change anything. Even if I hold it up there, it's pretty hard to do with one hand, but you'll just have to believe me that even when I hold it up or down, it's still not spinning. So something's wrong with this unit, but just wanted to show you what it looks like. I think it's a pretty cool design to see a hydrostatic gear.